Hey there, my name is Sam, and today I'm going to take you on an adventure through this amazing city. It's a big, busy place with lots of cool shops, restaurants, and of course, a few surprises along the way. But first, let me tell you something funny that happened to me when I arrived here. I got lost. I know, right? It sounds silly, but even though I had a map and knew where I was going, I just couldn't figure out how to get there. That's when I realized something important. I needed to ask for directions. And guess what? I didn't know exactly how to say it in English. I was nervous. Can you relate? Have you ever been in a new place, not sure how to ask for help? Don't worry though, you're not alone. Today, we're going to learn some useful phrases in English to help you when you get lost, just like I did. By the end of this adventure, you'll feel more confident asking for directions and understanding the answers. So let's get started. And hey, don't forget to turn on the subtitles and repeat the phrases after me. This will help you improve your pronunciation and make sure you're saying everything correctly. Ready? Let's go. Alright, so I'm here in this huge city and it's such an exciting place. I can see all the shops, the people walking around, and there's so much to explore. But there's just one small problem. I need to find my favorite toy store. I've been dreaming about visiting this place for weeks, and I can't wait to see what's inside. But wait, I'm looking at the map and, oh, I realize I have no idea where I am. This city is way bigger than I thought. It's full of streets, parks, and tall buildings. I don't know where the store is, and honestly, I'm a little bit lost. I can't just stay here forever, right? I need to figure out how to get to the store, but how do I ask for directions? My English is okay, but what if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't understand me? Let's not panic. I've got this. First things first, I'll need to ask someone for help. But how should I start? I've learned that the best way to ask for directions is to begin with a polite "excuse me." So I take a deep breath and approach the nearest person. "Excuse me," I say, trying to sound confident. "Where is the toy store?" I ask my first question. "Excuse me, where is the toy store?" The person I'm talking to looks at me for a moment and then smiles. They seem friendly, but their answer is a little confusing. "Go straight, then turn left," they say, pointing down the street. Go straight? I think to myself, turn left? Alright, I can do that. But what does it mean exactly? Does go straight mean keep walking in the same direction? And when I turn left, do I turn just once or twice? Feeling a little uncertain, I thank the person and start walking. Go straight, then turn left. I repeat quietly to myself, making sure I remember what they said. As I walk down the street, I try to stay focused. Go straight, then turn left. I feel like I'm doing well, but there's still that feeling in the back of my mind that I might be going the wrong way. But hey, I have to try, right? Now, let's take a moment to look at the words and phrases I just used. Go straight means to continue walking in the same direction, and turn left means to make a left turn when you reach the corner. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Go straight, then turn left. Great job! As I keep walking, I start feeling a little more confident. I'm following the directions I was given, but something still doesn't feel right. The streets look different from what I imagined, and I'm not sure if I'm heading in the right direction anymore. At that moment, I see an older woman walking her dog. She notices notices me looking a bit lost and asks if I need help. I'm so relieved. I take a deep breath and ask again, "Excuse me, is the toy store near here?" She looks at me kindly and says, "Yes, it's just around the corner." Around the corner? I think that's good to know. I feel like I'm finally getting closer. Around the corner is a phrase that means the place is very close to where you are, just on the other side of the next turn. It's a great phrase to know when you need to explain that something is nearby. Let's take a moment and repeat that phrase together. Around the corner. Great job. You're learning quickly. Now I'm ready to continue. I thank the woman and head toward the corner, feeling more confident about finding the toy store. I turn the corner, excited to finally be close to my destination. But as I look around, I start to feel unsure again. The street is different from what I imagined. There are more shops and the buildings look a bit taller. I can't see the toy store anywhere. I start walking further down the street, but now I'm questioning if I've made the right turn. Was it the first corner or maybe the second one? I think about asking again, but I feel a little embarrassed. I've already asked twice and I don't want to seem lost, but I know I need to be sure. Finally, I decide to ask someone else. I spot a friendly-looking man sitting at a cafe, enjoying his coffee. I walk over and ask, "Excuse me, is the toy store close from here?" He looks up from his coffee and smiles. "Yes," he says. "Go straight, then turn right, and you'll see it on your left." I feel a wave of relief. He gave me clear directions this time. It sounds easy. Go straight, then turn right, and the store will be on my left. I repeat the directions out loud, just to make sure I don't forget them. Go straight, then turn right, and you'll see it on your left. Let's review what we've learned so far. Go straight means to keep walking forward, and turn right means to make a right turn at the next corner. Finally, when you're told something is on your left, it means the place will be on the left side of the street after you make the turn. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. Go straight, then turn right, and you'll see it on your left. Well done. I follow the new directions carefully. Go straight, then turn right. I take a deep breath, feeling more confident now. I know exactly what to do. After walking straight for a bit, I reach the corner and turn right, just like the man said. As I walk down the new street, I start looking for the toy store. I keep telling myself, "It's on my left. It's on my left." My eyes scan the buildings, and then there it is, the toy store. It's just where the man said it would be. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. After all that walking, I finally made it. I did it. I found the toy store. It feels great to know that asking for directions and understanding the responses helped me reach my goal. I stop for a moment to take it all in. The store is amazing, just like I imagined. But more than that, I feel proud of myself. Asking for directions in English wasn't as hard as I thought, and I'm glad I pushed through my uncertainty. Now, let's take a quick look at the phrases we used today. You've learned some important words and expressions like go straight, turn right, on your left, and around the corner. These are all useful when you need to find your way in a new place. Before we move on, let's practice these directions again. Repeat after me. Go straight, then turn right, and you'll see it on your left. Great job. Now that I've found the toy store, let's take a moment to review everything we've learned in this adventure. You did an awesome awesome job following along and practicing with me. First, we learned how to ask for directions. The most important phrase you can use is "excuse me." It's polite and lets the person know you need help. So remember to always start with "excuse me." Then we learned some useful phrases for giving directions. Let's go over them now. Go straight. This means to continue walking in the same direction. Turn left. This means to make a left turn at the next corner. Turn right. This means to make a right turn at the next corner. Around the corner. This means the place you're looking for is just on the other side of the corner. On your left. This means the place is on the left side after you turn. Let's practice these phrases again. I'll say them and you repeat after me. Ready? Go straight, turn left, turn right, around the corner, on your left. Great job! Now you're ready to use these phrases when you need to ask for or give directions. You can use them not only in the city, but also when you're traveling or even in your own neighborhood. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you use these phrases, the easier it will become to understand and give directions in English. Now that we've learned the key phrases and practiced them, it's time for you to try using them on your own. Let's make this fun and interactive. Imagine you're in a new city, just like I was. You're walking down the street and realize you don't know where the nearest bus stop is. You need to ask someone for directions. What would you say? Here's your first challenge. I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to answer it. Ready? Excuse me, where is the bus stop? What would you say? Pause for a moment and think. If you were the person giving directions, what would your response be? You could say, go straight, then turn left, or maybe it's just around the corner. Now, let's practice another situation. Imagine you're trying to find a restaurant. I ask, excuse me, where is the nearest restaurant? How would you respond? Take a few seconds to think. Your answer could be something like, go straight, then turn right, and you'll see it on your left. Remember, there's no wrong answer here. The important thing is practicing the phrases and feeling confident using them. Go ahead, try it out and say your answers out loud. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Now, here's another fun one. Imagine you need to find a park. If I ask, excuse me, is the park near here? How would you give directions? Think about it for a second. You might say, yes, it's just around the corner, or it's on the next block. Great, you're doing awesome. Keep practicing these phrases and soon you'll feel comfortable asking and answering questions about directions in English. Wow, look at how far we've come. Today, we took an exciting journey through the city, learning how to ask for and understand directions in English. You've learned some really useful phrases, and I'm so proud of the progress you've made. Remember, every time you practice, you get a little better. Asking for directions might feel a bit tricky at first, but with practice, it'll become second nature. And the more you use these phrases in real life, the more confident you'll feel. Now, let's quickly recap what we've learned. How to politely ask for directions with excuse me. Key phrases like go straight, turn left, turn right, around the corner, and on your left. How to practice these phrases in different situations. You did such an amazing job. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be able to navigate any city with confidence, using your English skills to get where you need to go. And remember, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Everyone started somewhere, and every step forward counts. Keep going and keep practicing because you're doing great. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to subscribe so you can join me on more adventures and learn even more useful English for everyday situations. I can't wait to see you in the next story. Take care, keep practicing, and until next time.